Greetings, folks. My name is Brendan Bond. I'm an assistant director here in the Office of Admissions with Syracuse University. I work specifically with international students and students from South Asia. So it's a real pleasure to be talking with students from the region today. And of course, thank you to Ed Brand and the crew at Get College Ready, where we'll be talking today about attending a Research One institution and university. So firstly, what is a Research One institution, a Research One university? So a Research One university is an official Carnegie classification of institutions of higher education in the United States that indicates universities in the US that are engaged in the highest level of research activity. For example, they must offer a full range of baccalaureate programs. They are committed to graduate education through the doctorate degree. They give a high priority to research at the particular institution. They award 50 or more doctoral degrees each year. And lastly, in terms of federal funding from the government, Research One institutions receive annually more than $40 million in federal support. So it really is academic research and knowledge creation that gives these top universities their name. And so, for example, at Syracuse University, where I work, nearly, over $100 million is spent annually on different research initiatives across the university, regardless of field or course. Furthermore, it's a small club. Universities that focus on this highest level of research are part of a small elite group. In fact, to illustrate this, there are just 130 institutions of 130 Research One institutions in the United States. And to illustrate how small this category of universities is, in comparison, there are over 4,000 institutions of higher education in the United States. Furthermore, Research One universities understand that undergraduates are very much an important asset in university academic life. It's not just, again, about knowledge creation that gives Research One institutions their name, but also through knowledge dissemination and teaching. And many universities, Research One universities, can provide their students, their undergraduate students, with unique opportunities to participate in research projects. At Syracuse University, for example, we have the Syracuse Office of Undergraduate Research and Creative Engagement that helps undergraduate students, with funding for their own undergraduate initiatives in the realm of research. So really unique opportunities at Research One institutions regarding undergraduate experiences. The academic organization at Research One institutions may be a little bit differently organized than at smaller institutions. So for example, research universities may be broken into schools or colleges. You can see there on the right side of the screen, the 9 undergraduate schools and colleges that Syracuse University is broken into. At the graduate level, there may be additional schools of medicine or law or business, etc. And at SU, for example, these 9 undergraduate schools and colleges offer 200 majors, 100 minors, really finely tuned academic programs that may not be available at smaller institutions, that are enabled by the breadth and depth of programming we have at a larger institution. And so this can allow a real customization of your academic experience by taking classes that are outside of your home school or home college or your major, or this allows you to pursue a minor or pick up a secondary major. So it really is kind of the best of both worlds in what you have provided. Not only do you have the name recognition at sometimes, but really the resources of a Research One institution, with the finely tuned academic programs that may be found at a smaller institution. Lastly, one of the characterizations of a Research One institution is the admissions process may be different at our R1 institutions, Research One institutions. And so it's really important that you reach out to your admissions counselor at these particular institutions, learn maybe requirements, important requirements, or needed minimums in terms of coursework completed as a high school student to enable you to apply to the different academic units. You may have to apply to a different academic unit opposed to the whole university. So for example, at Syracuse University, you do apply to one of the 9 undergraduate schools and colleges. And for example, we have a College of Visual and Performing Arts and our Newhouse School of Public Communications. Obviously, the group of students to be attracted to those different programs would be bringing very different skill sets and experiences. And so obviously the curriculum requirements and the admissions criteria may be a little bit different for a student that's going into the College of Visual and Performing Arts as opposed to someone that's studying communication. So it's really important that you reach out to the admissions counselors at your particular institution to understand what is required and how it may be different from other schools or colleges you're interested in. So what are some of the benefits of attending an R1 institution, Research 1 institution, generally speaking, these larger schools in the United States? So firstly, top researchers can also be top teachers with specialized interests that may not be available at other institutions. So it's often thought that professors who are serious about their research programs aren't necessarily good teachers or don't prioritize teaching. That's not true. In fact, it's much more the exception than the rule. Many researchers carry their passion for their field into the classroom and are inspirational teachers and role models. Also, professors who do research generally understand their field better than ones who don't, and can explain more complicated material in a better way to students, especially when it comes to advanced courses or advanced topics. And furthermore, faculty that are engaged at research are often making genuine discoveries, and that excitement can be brought into the classroom and brought prestige to the particular person you're learning with. Sharing that excitement between faculty and students. So in reality, it can create a really vibrant, dynamic environment for students that are being taught by researchers. Obviously, courses at research universities will often incorporate that knowledge that they are creating, the latest research. Faculty who are engaged in research are obviously much more in touch with breaking developments in their field. So you can be sure that you're learning the latest in terms of what is applicable to your particular field, including discoveries that may be too recent to be included in textbooks. So it obviously makes for a more exciting and up-to-date academic experience. Furthermore, professional and academic connections at a research university are deep and vibrant. Researchers that teach at universities often have a lot of connections inside and outside of the classroom, inside of the university and outside of the university. And so with so many connections, students really have incredible opportunities to meet individuals in the fields that they are considering. And these connections can lead to mentors, internships, further careers. Studies show that some of the best educational experiences that students have don't necessarily always take place in the classroom, but actually in their interactions with professors outside of the classroom in research engagement. And so this is all about you as an undergraduate student build a network of individuals, a professional network, academic or professional, that can help you make that transition from your academic to your professional life. Also, attending a Research 1 institution can give you access to state-of-the-art facilities. For example, it's not just university research that's taking place at R1 institutions. There's governmental research, business research, other types of organizations will use those facilities on campuses. And so to perform this research, universities need to have, big libraries, have the latest equipment in terms of facilities available to students. And oftentimes, undergraduate students are very much taking advantage of this equipment. For example, here at Syracuse University, we have a NASA quality flight simulator that students in the College of Engineering and Computer Science, specifically students studying aerospace engineering, will use to test out designs they're making and the modifications of plane or other aerospace vehicles or devices. And lastly, in terms of benefits of attending a Research 1 institution, there are plenty of research opportunities for undergraduate students. I mentioned at Syracuse University earlier on this office, the Syracuse Office of Undergraduate Research and Creative Engagement. Many Research 1 universities will allow undergraduates to take part in research on campus. And many times it can be as easy as just talking with the professor to see what they have going on outside of the classroom. And, this can be an opportunity for students to make, a critical leap from just mastering a field to actually advancing the field through their own discoveries. And this often includes not only just advanced research, but advanced graduate coursework for undergraduates. There's really a plethora of opportunities that would be available academically at a Research One institution that may not be available at a smaller institution. So thank you so much for taking the time to have a conversation with me today concerning what it is like to study at a Research One institution. Again, my name is Brendan Bond. You can reach me there at my email address, bpbond@syr.edu. I'm happy to continue the conversation by email. Thank you very much.